This is Dr. Clark, and I want to thank you once again for joining us on this video talking about the number one cause of neuropathy, okay? That back problems are a major cause of neuropathy, but the most common, okay, is blood sugar imbalances or high blood sugar in particular. So we're going to get into that today, but I don't want to forget, in previous videos we've talked about chemotherapy can be a cause of it, drugs can be a cause of it, nutritional deficiencies, inflammation. But out of all that, and there's one that I'm going to talk about next, it's the forgotten cause that is also needs to be considered, but the most important or the most common cause of neuropathy is your glucose levels being elevated. What do we mean by elevated? Well, a normal range, a healthy range for glucose is between 75 and 90. This is normal, okay? Now, once it gets above 100, now it's considered insulin resistance or pre-diabetic, okay? And a lot of people are above 100 a lot of the time, and they don't even think anything about it. Matter of fact, they think they're doing well. But I'm going to show you that that's not normal, and it is causing damage, and it can, over time, cause to some serious neuropathies. And then, of course, as this progresses now, and we get a fasting glucose measurement over 126, this is now diabetes mellitus. So diabetes starts at 126, fasting above 126, that's a diabetic level, okay? So how does this affect the nerve tissue and the nerve cell? The nerve cells, including your brain and your nerves, they're different in the way they take in blood sugar. They use what's called diffusion, meaning that the blood sugar will go from a higher to a lower state. And that means that if your blood sugar is high in your actual blood, if your sugar is high, glucose is high in your blood, it will actually go more into the nerves. And then this is the other bad thing. They won't go alone just with the glucose alone. It will also go with water. So now you've got high glucose and high water causing the nerve to swell. Let me tell you how you can know if this is a problem for your nerves. Most of the time, if this is your problem, you will have pain with your nerves at night, including muscle cramps, including pain, numbness, tingling, burning, and also you'll have it first thing in the morning. Because your feet have been elevated, they're already expanding even more, and then you've got this blood sugar problem, and then when you go to put your feet on the ground in the morning, it's bad. Or it's bad at night. It could be both. So that means that this is a pretty high indication that your glucose levels are out of range, and that's why you're having the nerve pain. This has to be addressed. I mean, we have tons of options in our office to help you get your nerve function back. But if you're going to turn around and just keep doing this, you're going to damage all the bridges that we rebuild are going to be damaged again. So this has to be addressed. Now, I'm going to tell you how this thing really ramps up here. There's a blood marker called HbA1c, okay? Normal range is below 5.5. That's the normal range. Diabetes is at 6.4. I will say this, research has shown that as soon as your blood sugar in your HbA1c goes to 6.5, nerves die. That's what happens, okay? So there's more damage. Now, here's what will speed the damage up. The metabolism of blood sugar causes what's called in-process glycolysis products. Those have to be cleared out of the kidney. And these are free radicals. These are dangerous to your body. And so once your kidney function begins to decrease, which high glucose always affects your kidneys, once that kidney function begins to decrease and this is elevated, now it's a nightmare for your nerves, and your neuropathy will spread very rapidly. Not just feet now, maybe hands, maybe eyes, maybe even internal organs are being affected. So you got to know what your numbers are. You got to know what your causes are so you can deal with it, not just for now to feel better, which is the first thing we always want in our office with our patients, but number two, we want to offer a solution that's going to help them to stay better. And that's why we have a full nutrition program in our office with certified health coaches on our team to help you make dietary changes. Because in the medical profession, it typically goes like this: hey, go home and eat better. Well, really? Okay, what does that look like, right? No, that's not going to do it. You need to know specifically. And I'm going to give you one tip right now that you probably never heard to make a world of difference for you and your blood sugar, and that is, do not have carbs in the morning, period. If you've already got high glucose, your glucose is already highest in the morning because of your cortisol levels. Don't have sugar, carbs, breads, and pastas, and things like that, or even fruit, unless it's a real low glycemic fruit like a berry. Otherwise, you're going to spike up your glucose even more, and it's going to set you up for the whole day is going to be bad. So that's my tip. I want to say one more thing, and then we're going to be done. This can be reversed. Diabetes can be reversed with the proper treatment. You need to be evaluated properly and to know what to do. And if you want us to help you with that, be glad to do it. Just contact our office. We'll look forward to talking with you. And until then, live life well, and God bless.